Welcome to Gilmore Girls Season 1. Just a heads up, I'm not going to be talking about the unaired pilot. Something I really appreciate about this first episode is that the main plot doesn't really start straight away, meaning for about the first 20 minutes or so, the episode just establishes the sort of day-to-day lives of our two main leads, as well as the significant secondary cast. Which, in all honesty, is a really good way to go about introducing a new show. I mean, we're just meeting these characters for the first time, and in order to get invested in all the drama that's going to befall these people, it's worth getting to know them, at least for a bit. We start off with a trip to the local diner owned by Luke.
Please, Luke. Please, please, please.
How many cups have you had this morning?
None.
Plus?
5, but yours is better.
You have a problem.
Yes, I do.
Junkie.
Angel, you've got wings, baby.
While he'll become a more prominent character as the series goes on, he doesn't really have much to do in the opening episodes. In this scene, we do, however, establish some of the key aspects of Lorelai and Rory.
Oh, what do you need? Hot tea, coffee?
Lip gloss.
I have vanilla chocolate strawberry and toasted marshmallow.
Anything in there not resembling a breakfast cereal?
Their very strong addiction to coffee.
What? It's not for me, it's for Rory, I swear.
You're shameless.
The close relationship the two of them have, which is more akin to best friends rather than mother and daughter.
Caffeine.
Oh, I have your CD.
Steve?
And the reoccurring joke that people are surprised at their mother and daughter because Rory was born when Lorelai was just 16.
Getting to know my daughter.
Are you my new daddy?
Wow. You do not look old enough to have a daughter.
That's possibly very sweet of you.
You know, I am traveling with a friend.
She's 16.
Bye.
After this, we see the work and school lives of our two witty protagonists. Lorelai at her job, running the Independence Inn, along with her best friend Chef Suki, who always seems to injure herself or cause small fires, while distracted by her passion for cooking.
I fixed the peach sauce. That's blood. You're bleeding. Why are you bleeding? Oh, my stitch is open. I was using too much maple syrup.
It's always weird to see Melissa McCarthy in this role. For a good while, this was the only thing I'd seen her in, so this is the role I immediately associate with her. However, the first time I saw Bridesmaids, years later, it took me like 40 minutes to even realise they were the same actor. They're just so different. Anyway, back on topic, we also have Michelle, who has a strong passion and commitment for his work.
No, I'm sorry, we're completely booked. No, there is really nothing I can do. No, I don't have to look, ma'am. Yes, of course I'll look. No, I'm sorry, we're completely booked.
And Drella, the aggressive harp player played by Alex Bostine. Yes, Lois from Family Guy.
Just ignore the tiny woman pushing the 200-pound instrument around. Oh, that's it, lady. Tie your shoe now. Yeah, don't worry, I'll wait.
You may be wondering why I didn't mention her in the intro video. Well, that's because she's not really going to stick around for much longer. But she is a fun character for the brief time she has on the show, so I just thought I might as well mention it here.
Nice, huh? Beautiful. Yeah, well, tell to the tip jar.
Back with Rory, we see her passion for learning as she focuses on her studies, while her fellow public school peers are more interested in other things.
Maybe it's a love letter. Or a diary. Could be a slam book. It's the assignment.
Rory's time at public school is about to be cut short,
Oh! It's here. It happened. She did it.
as Lorelai receives a long-awaited letter which finally gets the plot rolling.
The Chilton School. Rory got in. Due to your daughter's excellent credentials and your enthusiastic pursuit of her enrollment, I offered to do the principal to get her in. We would be happy to accept her as soon as the first semester's tuition has been received.
This is very exciting.
This is it. She can finally go to Harvard like she's always wanted and get the education that I never got and get to do all the things that I never got and finally have a normal mother-daughter relationship.
You're happy. Did you do something slutty?
I'm not that happy.
You're going to Chilton. Sorry.
You did it, babe. You got in.
While this news does bring great joy, it does sadden Rory's best friend as they return to her home/furniture store owned by her deeply religious mother.
Mom, we're home. Go upstairs. Tea is ready. I have muffins with no dairy, no sugar, no wheat. You have to soak them in the tea to make them soft enough to bite, but they're very healthy.
However, the celebrations come to an end because of two major factors.
You're like Ruth Gordon, just standing there with the tannis root.
Rosemary's Baby.
The first factor being Dean.
Just moved here from Chicago.
Wendy. Oprah. I never talk this much.
Played by Jared Padalecki. Yes, one of the brothers from Supernatural. Ironically, the one not called Dean. He is the first romantic interest of Rory and, apparently, according to the fan base, the most hated character. I'll talk more about Dean in later episodes, but for the most part I don't mind him, well, for now at least. The sudden attention of this handsome new boy at her school, as she prepares to leave, causes Rory to question whether she really wants to go to Chilton. Little does she know that there's an even greater issue which might prevent her from going altogether, as Lorelai gets a phone call learning she lacks the funds to pay for her enrollment fee.
Yeah, my daughter Rory has just been accepted. Yay. I got the invoice for your enrollment fee. There's a lot of zeros behind that 5. What I'm wondering is if you couldn't take, say, part of it now just to get her going. But she's supposed to start Monday. It just doesn't give me a lot of time to pull a bank job.
With few options available, and unaware of Rory's doubts towards Chilton, Lorelai has no choice but to seek help from the last place she'd ever want to go.
Hi, Mom.
My goodness, this is a surprise. Is it Easter already?
You see, when Lorelai became pregnant at 16 years old, it created great tensions for her parents in their upper-class society. Furthermore, her decision to raise the baby by herself and to leave home has left their relationship with Lorelai a little cold and distant.
This looks great.
It hasn't changed.
Well, there you go.
But desperate times call for desperate measures, as she asks her parents for a loan to pay off Rory's tuition.
So, you need money.
It's not for me, it's for Rory. And I fully intend to pay you back every cent. I don't ask for favors, you know that.
I'll get the checkbook.
On one condition.
So close.
And while they gladly accept, they do have a few conditions.
Since we are now financially involved in your life, I want to be actively involved in your life. Friday nights, you and Rory will have dinner here. And you have to call us once a week to give us an update on her schooling and your life.
Despite their passive-aggressive relationship with their daughter, Emily and Richard don't really care about getting the money back. Instead, they want to use this opportunity to get close to their granddaughter, and hopefully, to a lesser extent, Lorelai herself. And as much as she really doesn't want to do this, Lorelai accepts the terms of their loan. Unfortunately for her, Rory's declaration that she might not actually want to go to Chilton doesn't go down well with her mother.
I know Chilton's got to be costing you a lot.
Oh, you've no idea. Enough of the crazy talk, okay? I appreciate your concern, but I have this covered.
Still don't want to go.
Why?
Because I don't.
Things don't get much better when she realizes why exactly Rory doesn't want to go.
It's about a boy. Of course. I can't believe I didn't see it. All this talk about money and bus rides. You got a thing going with a guy and you don't want to leave school.
I don't want to change schools because of all the reasons I've already told you 1,000 times. If you don't want to believe me, that's fine.
Does he have a motorcycle? Because if you're going to throw your life away, he better have a motorcycle.
Which results in a rare fight for these two.
Okay. Fine. We always had a democracy in this house. We never did anything unless we both agreed. Now I guess I'm going to have to play the mom card. You are going to Chilton, whether you want to or not. Monday morning, you will be there. End of story.
So comes the first Friday night dinner with her parents, with Lorelai and Rory barely on speaking terms.
So, do we go in or do we just stand here reenacting the little match girl?
Richard's fairly distant nature.
How's the insurance biz?
People die, we pay. People crash cars, we pay.
Not to mention Emily's anger and sadness towards Lorelai, which is kept repressed for 16 years, letting it build and build until it just all comes out.
We're 16. What were we supposed to do, throw you a party? You took that girl and completely shut us out of your life.
You wanted to control me.
You were still a child.
I stopped being a child the minute the strip turned pink, okay?
So yeah, the first Friday night dinner gets off to a great start. This fight turns out to be a blessing in disguise, however, as Rory learns about the lengths her mother went to get her into Chilton.
So how many meals is it going to take till we're off the hook?
I think the deli spread at my funeral will be the last one. Hey, wait, does that mean...
Can't let a perfectly good plaid skirt go to waste.
And so ends the pilot. This is definitely one of the best opening episodes to a show I've ever seen. The characters are well established, their relationships and dynamics are all in place, so the audience feels like they've jumped into the lives of the Gilmores, but are not confused or spoon-fed information about them. The status quo for how the show is going to proceed is put into motion very well here, and remains consistent throughout all 8 seasons. One issue I have, which is a nitpick that's not really the fault of this particular episode, is the set continuity. A lot of the sets like Luke's Diner, the Gilmore House, change dramatically in future episodes, and there's no real in-universe reference to it. However, this is only an issue on rewatches, so you probably won't notice it at first. Except now that I've brought it up, and you might not be able to unsee it, so sorry about that. That's all for this video. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Follow me on social media at the above links, and I'll see you next time for the second episode, the Lorelai's First Day at Chilton.